to make six figures. Maybe I'm not meant to have more, be more, and do more, and give more. You're swinging that hammer every single day. You do your creed. You handwrite your creed. You handwrite proven sales letters. You do the homework. You show up to class every single day. You're hitting that rock with your hammer. Just keep on swinging. Just keep on swinging. You never know when that rock is finally going to split in half. You got to trust the process every single day. You keep on swinging. It doesn't matter if it looks like nothing is happening. You trust the process. You trust Sifu. You trust the high income copywriting team. You just keep swinging. You just keep swinging. Doesn't matter if it looks like you're not getting anywhere. Like we talked about in one of our recent classes, the results will be so big that you can't ignore it. It'll be small, minor little increments, just getting better and better here and there. Just 1% improvements until eventually the results are too big to ignore.
Boom. That was a great story. I think it's like a 101 punch rock cutter.
Dude, if you're punching rocks with your fist, that's a whole level of savagery I don't even understand.
Keep punching until it breaks. So you don't stop, man. All right.
That's right.
Okay. Good. Boom. I want to share some wins in the community. All right. This is Elias Nunez Morales. Boom. Today, I collect my first copywriting payment. It was a pleasure with a great client and be of service. Another nail to lower self coffin. Take that, lower self. Boom in the chat, please.
Elias, well done. Well done. The first boom is always the most memorable and the most important.
Yes. First one's always the best. It's great.
You'll remember that one for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Yeah. Another boom from Hattie. Right. The post is too long to read, but I'll give a brief summary of what happened. So Hattie was given a short notice to present at a fundraiser. He was given about 1 week to prepare. It was him and 2 other speakers. And he was handed a PowerPoint that was absolutely atrocious. So what did he do? He applied the high income copywriting principles. And look what happened. All right, look at the red boxes on the right. It's looking into the audience, we expected to get close to $60,000 if we were lucky. These were rich people, just parents and community folks. And despite having much fewer people than expected, we collected over $100,000. I heard the chairman say that the final number was $140,000. So they were expecting at most $60,000. Because he applied the principles, they got more than double what he expected. 200% increase.
Can I just say really quickly that by putting non-monetary, well, sort of, is really good copy, actually, because as soon as I saw that, I was like, what do you mean, sort of? I want to know more. You know, like, is it monetary or not? I need to read the rest of this thing to find out what happened.
Yeah, I definitely read it because of that.
It was a really good post.
Yeah.
Well written, too.
Yeah. Good job. Everyone put a boom in the chat. It is boom. Great. And you see how high income copywriting, it's not just ads, landing pages, emails. You can literally use this anywhere in your life. So it brings me to the next point. Right now, are you doing high income copywriting? Or are you being a high income copywriter? Are you just doing copywriting? Are you just coming here for 7 weeks, trying it out, follow along for a little bit, see what it's all about, and maybe if it gets hard, you'll try to find something else? Are you just giving this a test drive, see if this is the right one? Or are you fully committed to being a high income copywriter? Every cell of your being into being a high income copywriter. Do you see yourself as a high income copywriter? Do you wear the cape? Is your self-image a high income copywriter? This is one of the most powerful lessons that Steve Jobs taught me. You see, most people, when they want to make a change in their life, they do what I call something like a push. When they want to make a change in their life, when they want to go to the gym, they push themselves to go to the gym. They hustle, they grind. It's a chore. Every day is a chore and chips away at them. Maybe they go for 1 week, 2 weeks hard, 4 weeks hard, maybe a couple months. But every time they use willpower. But then there are other people who are more cold towards the gym. People like Blake. And what's the difference? It's because Blake, in his mind, he sees himself as someone who goes to the gym. He works out. That's what he does. In his self-image, that's fully who he thinks he is. So for people like that, they're not going to the gym because they're pushing to go to it. They're going because it aligns with their self-image. They're pulled towards actions. So when you see yourself as a high income copywriter, hand copying doesn't become a chore. Write out emails, it's not a chore. Write out ads, it's not a chore. It's part of your being. It's who you are. And let me ask a question in the chat. Why do people smoke? For people who watch Steve Who's Talk, you'll know exactly why. Exactly. Because people smoke because they are a smoker. They smoke because they are a smoker. And people who don't smoke, it's because they're non-smokers. People who are non-smokers, they're not tempted by a cigarette. They're not tempted, they're not pushing themselves to resist smoking. They just don't do it. Right? It's a power of self-image. It's a power of self-image. You gotta create a self-image of where you want to be and then challenge reality to catch up. It's not the other way around. It's not that you're gonna get your first client and start making money copywriting, then you're a high income copywriter. No, it's the other way around. You're a high income copywriter first. That's how you get high income copywriting clients. People get it backwards. You be first, you do second, you have last. Be, do, have. So who is a high income copywriter? Put it in the chat. I am a high income copywriter.
Hey, Peter.
Boom. Mhm.
Got a question for you.
Ooh, I love questions.
Is there a way for our students to not only know that they are a high income copywriter, but to let everybody else know that they're a high income copywriter?
Oh yeah, you mean like wearing a cape or something?
Like a cape or a hat, maybe some laptop stickers. I don't know.
Oh yeah, because one of the other lessons that Steve taught me is that if you want to reinforce your self-image,
Mhm.
you got to take action. You got to put wealth triggers around you.
Mhm.
You got to really remind yourself what it is you're going after.
True.
Right?
Not only that, hold yourself publicly accountable.
Yes.
Like if your mom and dad, your brother, your sister, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whoever, they see that you're a high income copywriter and you're going through HIC, wouldn't you be a lot more likely to be successful because they expect you to be as well? That's why being part of HIC is so powerful, because we hold each other accountable to be high income copywriters. But what if there was a way to have everyone else in your life hold you accountable to being a high income copywriter, even offline, in person, live?
Mhm.
Would that be something you're interested in? Put it in chat. Yes, totally. All right, Peter, let's show them what we got.
Boom. All right, a lot of thanks to. I'm just gonna sink in for a bit. Boom. A lot of thanks to Victoria, our director of events, but she's sleep, hick, repeat. One syllable one. Right. I make no excuses. But also, these are also on the download. I'm a high income copywriter. I'm a high income copywriter. You can find these on the download shop. Crazier for you guys. Send in your testimonial. Remember in the last class, we talked about how you're gonna get an email. And when you send in your testimonial, this is what you're gonna be getting.
Oh, baby.
Ooh.
Oh, baby.
Oh.
It's the HIC exclusive t-shirt, Tina.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
wow.
exclusive to graduates of HIC. Oh man, looks
Notice
good.
how I wasn't in the photo? I wonder where Desmond was. They happened to throw me under the bus, and that's why I'm probably on the bottom part, if that's where they're all standing. Standing on the shoulders of Titans.
Shoulder Titans, the back of Titans.
That's right.
Titans. All right. Yes, high end copywriting shirts. And what does it say on the back? Can you guys read it?
Write your own destiny. That's right.
Write your own destiny. Who likes these dope shirts?
These ones. She went for the extra high quality ones.
Oh yeah, I'm actually wearing one right now.
Yeah, these are the most
okay.
comfortable shirts I've pretty much ever worn. Like and it fits so well. It's crazy.
It does on women too, because sometimes that can get, ladies, it can get a little bit complicated. It's great, and I've been wearing it. I mean, too much, but there's no such thing, so it's just perfect amount.
Exactly. You're wearing it just enough, Tina.
Exactly.
Yeah, and if you work out, look at those traps being like well.
High income lifter class. We'll have to have another season for that or something.
What's that material? The chemo shirts coming?
Oh, bamboo.
Bamboo.
Bamboo. The one that stick to your body. Oh my goodness, those ones are for high income lifters. It's exclusive. Okay, exclusive to HIC. Where it is in you should find an email. It should have a unique link. Well, you don't. It should be in your email. Check your inbox. Check your spam folders. Our support team will have to send it to you.
Mhm. If not, it'll be. I believe it's at the end of some time in the next week or so as well.
Yeah. All good.
And thank you for the comments on the beard. Yes, I'm growing it out.
Oh, I just want to see this. Oh yeah, the beard looks good.
I appreciate it. I got to look the part.
Great. All right, guys, let's get into the content. Last week, we learned how to assemble amazing landing pages, how to write kick-ass emails. All right, you guys enjoyed that last week? Yes. Good. I know it was a lot. I know you guys are practicing a lot. It was really good. Really good. Okay, we're getting into the wordsmithing part of today. And Ed, you want to read this part?
Absolutely. By the end of tonight's class, you will have the exact formula, all of them, the exact formulas we use to internally write highly profitable Facebook ads in less than 15 minutes. 15 minutes or less. You'll also know how to write scalable copy so your clients can scale profitably on Facebook and pay you handsomely for it. We already talked about the importance of scalable copy and how it's an incredible way to put yourself in a blue ocean and separate yourself from all of your competitive copywriters, and how it will allow you to charge far more because you have a highly sought after skill that every single business needs. Even Team Danlock, we need more people who can write scalable copies. We need more high income copywriters. That's a real thing.
And Ed, the funny thing is I saw a bunch of people say 15 minutes, like no way that's possible. But you know what? I've seen Ed do it many times. I have literally sent Ed a message saying, Ed, I need an ad for this pronto. And then I'll wait like 5-10 minutes and he goes, here you go. And then it's a Google Doc. It's all like headline done, copy done. And I'm sending Facebook ads ready to go. So it's a real thing now. Just remember though, that it's because Ed knows the audience so well and he understands our offer so well that, like we were getting at before, there comes a point where all of this stuff becomes ingrained in you and it becomes a part of who you are. And when you take on clients, you have to take such a genuine interest in who you're writing for. And once you know exactly who you're writing for and you do your research, the copy just flows out so easily.
That's so true, Blake. And at that point, if you are a copywriter and you're not just doing copywriting, don't you think it'll be a lot easier for you to unconsciously be able to write incredible copy? Yeah. Being a high income copywriter versus doing high income copywriting. I've been living this for a decent amount of time. I am a copywriter. I don't do copywriting. And that's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
By the end of tonight's class, you will also discover the 5 problems most clients face when it comes to scaling their businesses and how to get highly, not just paid, highly paid to be the one who helps them. You will also see what's working right now for Team Danlock so you can use it to help your clients scale their business fast. We're going to show you real examples of real ads that we are currently running right now that are working on Facebook right now. This is not some theory. This is not some, like textbook stuff that's hypothetical that has never really been used in the battlefield. These are real, tried and true, tested methods that we're currently using. And you're going to see real examples and real breakdowns of all of our best ads and how you can write kick-ass, compliant, scalable copy in under 15 minutes or less. So who's ready? Put it in the chat. Let's take over, Peter. So we got the 4 pillars of high income copywriting. Last week we covered landing pages and emails. Today we are covering chatbots and ads. First, Facebook ads. So Blake, a while back, look at Blake there. Blake went to Facebook's headquarters and he learned a ton. And we got some pretty crazy insider access to some of the changes that's going on Facebook, and we got some serious insight into how scalable copy works. And Blake, do you want to share a little bit about your experience over at Facebook headquarters?
I don't know. They probably don't want to hear me talk about, going into Facebook headquarters, would they?
Yeah, they probably wouldn't want to know about all the incredible secrets you learned and how we decoded the mysterious scalable copy myth that
Right.
most copywriters don't even know how to handle. So.
Well, so this is a truly amazing experience. Very few people get to do this. So I'm not taking it for granted for 1 second. It was kind of an impromptu, last minute kind of thing, but it was absolutely incredible. There's too much money in this company. Their headquarters, they span like 2 or 3 blocks. You have to take their internal Uber system just to get around. They have buses that take you around because it's just too far to walk from place to place. And this is at the Instagram headquarters, obviously. And it's no joke. Like I was literally in interviews with some of the developers behind Instagram. And then we also had a meeting with some of the people who run Ads Manager. And they really wanted to know, like, what we want to know as advertisers, what we want to see as advertisers. And, more importantly, this helped us to develop our relationship with our industry ad expert for Facebook for our specific account, right? So in case you guys don't know, the type of, access that you're given with Facebook is typically based on 3 levels. So your first level is the marketing specialist, which is basically just kind of like you've spent a bit of money. They're kind of like the run-of-the-mill, generic kind of person. And, unfortunately, they're not that helpful. And then what we have is an industry ad expert, which is somebody who's at like the top of their game in some certain niche, right? Which for us, it's for information, education, and professional services is what Facebook calls it. And the third level is a global partner, but that is literally reserved for, the Coca-Colas and the really, really, really big brands out there that are spending, like $1 million a day or more, because Facebook wants to look after them more than anybody else. So the beautiful thing about the industry ad expert, though, is that they are extremely knowledgeable about how to go about compliance, getting better results for your ads and things like that. So that's actually going to help us guide you guys through this, the murky waters of compliance and, kind of going from a place of how do I write compliant copy to, scale it up to whole new levels. So it was really cool.
And what's interesting is we also got a message from the people at ManyChat. So ManyChat are the people who run the largest chatbot company in the world. So I'll just give you a real quick brief on this. Basically, one of the representatives at ManyChat messaged us to collaborate with us and to give us some insights into how their platform is growing and even give us some advice and value on how to make even more money with ManyChat so we keep using their platform. Now, if we were to just have regular copywriting, this would not be a thing. We would have no access. But because the Danlock brand is so heavily focused on scalable copy, and we're so focused on what's coming, the trends that are we're on the cutting edge compared to a lot of the people in our space. And that's why these really big companies who own these platforms, they reach out to us and they want us to partner with them, to work with them so we can work together. This kind of insider access is only available to those who really understand scalable copy and for those who are playing at such a high level that, could you imagine Mark Zuckerberg's people reach out to you because you are an expert at scalable copy and they want to help you make more money. So we're going to give you that information, the information that we've received from these high-level companies to help you make more money for your clients so you can get paid more. If you're at CIB, you're part of HTC, but CIB is closed in black. You know the value of the partnership economy. Right now, we are in the partnership economy. And doesn't this look like a partnership right here with some of the world's largest leading advertising platforms? Now, for those of you who don't know, the partnership economy is, over the years, since the agricultural age, we've progressively found different trends. There's the information age. There was, I forget what it's called, but the land age. Now it's the partnership age. Think about it. Partnering up with other people, strategic partnerships, alliances, big people coming together. Even though people come together, everybody coming together to work together. And that's what we're doing here. So by you being part of HIC, you're also partnering up with us. So we can give you what you need to make the money you deserve, to give you the lifestyle you deserve. How incredible is that? Did you know that you were signing up for this when you joined HIC? Did you know that you were going to leverage Sifu's influence and his access and the minds of his team? No, Sifu always over-delivers. It's incredible. So without further ado, who's ready for the 5 reasons why Facebook is the media platform of choice for high-income copywriters?
Mm-hmm.
This is going to give you some profound insights, so pay attention. A lot of what you see in these next 5 important points will set the tone for the rest of the class and will let you know exactly how powerful it is, the skill that you have, and how to best monetize it. Reason number 1. They put your message in front of hungry markets. So if you remember from our research class, if you're going to open up a restaurant, what is the one advantage you would want to have? A starving crowd. Precisely. So hopefully you remember this photo. Facebook does an incredible job of putting your message in front of a starving crowd. That's why even people who are terrible, god-awful copywriters can make an incredible income by writing Facebook ads, because Facebook is so great at putting your message in front of the right market. Facebook has the market down for you. If your copy is a 3 out of 10 or a 2 out of 10, as long as you put it in front of the right people, they will buy. If somebody is starving enough, if somebody is in the desert, they've had no water, they've had no food, and you have the most disgusting toilet water, they would drink it. Doesn't matter how bad it is, their starving crowd, they will drink it, right? So that's what Facebook does. Facebook allows you to put your message in front of the right audience. And that's why they're such a big company. Huge, tremendous. Facebook is worth billions of dollars. Why is that? Because they understand the value of the market.
Ed, you okay if I give you a little comment on this and give these guys some insider information?
I don't know. We already given quite a bit, but all right, sure, let's go for it.
Outsider information allowed.
Yeah,
it's not in the slides, so I figured I'd just add a little bit of value if they wanted. So just so you guys know, Facebook is doing a lot of things to make the algorithm so powerful and some people have even actually had their ad accounts tested to have automated campaigns where they literally just say, here's a bunch of images, here's who I want to go after, stuff like this. Just make the ad campaign for me. You click a button and the AI will just go and it'll like put a whole ad together for you super quickly and launch it out based on what the statistical data feels is going to be the best performing ad or and who to show it to, all kinds of stuff, right? And even people like Frank Kern and a lot of these other top level marketers, including ourselves, we've actually tested just, let's see what the algorithm can do and let's just test, Canada as an audience. And it sounds ridiculous, but sometimes that'll actually perform better than any type of interest targeting you could do because the algorithm is getting that strong. And the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because this enables you guys and empowers you so much because the only differentiating factor is going to be creative, which is usually theorized or written by copy, and the copy that goes along with that creative. It's not going to be anything to do with making ads anymore. It's going to be who's got the best damn copy, who's got the best headlines, who's got the best offers to make the algorithm work in their favor because it's going to look for the people who are going to respond to that ad that is written. But the only way you can get that is if you're actually writing really solid copy, which is why we're going to show you guys some of the fundamentals around making these ads so that you guys have this skill because sooner or later the AI is going to take over most of the work and the copy is going to be where you guys stand out.
So Blake, I do see some confusion in the comments here. So to clarify, Facebook is not writing the copy. Before you would have to hire, let's say you're a client and you want to run some Facebook ads. Well, you need two people. You need somebody to write the copy and you need somebody to deal with who you're going to put your ads in front of, how much money you're going to spend per day, all sorts of things like that. But now what Blake is saying is Facebook will run the ad for you. All you have to do is write the copy. So that just makes the copy so much more powerful because the copy now is the only differentiating factor. So before you had to have a great copywriter and a great what's called a media buyer. So Blake is someone who runs the Facebook ads. He's a media buyer. Now the media buyer, if Facebook is going to be automatically running the ads for you, the copy is that much more important. And if you're a high-income copywriter, don't you think somebody would love to pay you a lot of money if you're the one who can write great copy for them? Because now the best copy will win. And if you're an HIC and you know how to write scalable copy, I'm damn sure you're going to win. I'm damn sure you're going to win. That's a game changer. Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, just made our jobs that much easier and helped us make that much more money. Thank you. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mr. Zuck. Excellent. Let's move on to number 2. Reason number 2 why Facebook is the platform of choice for many high-income copywriters. Predictable scaling for clients. That's an important one. So here's the interesting thing about Facebook, right? Imagine if someone could, imagine you go to a bank. There's someone there who deals with your stock options or your investments, and you give them $1. And for every single dollar you give them, they give you $2 back. How incredible would that be? If this is the stock market, wouldn't that be cheating? Wouldn't that be illegal? You gotta be thinking, well, what kind of bots, what kind of crap are you, putting my money into? This gotta be some illegal shit. Now, what if you could put in $1 and make back $3 instead of just 2? MLM? No, it's not MLM. It's not MLM. It's Facebook advertising. How much money would you give your stockbroker or whoever it is to manage your investments if you are giving them $1 and getting back $2 to $3 in return? You're doubling or tripling your money every single time. How much money would you give them to keep doing that for you? So here's the funny thing. And your client is the person giving you the money. Your client puts $1 into the Facebook algorithm with your copywriting, and they can make back $2 to $3, $4, sometimes even $5. We've had campaigns. I think our best converting campaign was 2,600% return on investment with Facebook. That is like what, 27 times ROI? Putting $1 in, 27 back. Now, not all of them are going to be like that. Not even close. But that's the power of Facebook. And the really cool thing about Facebook is it's predictable. So it's not like you put in $1 and then you get $3 back. Today, you get it month after month. It's consistent money. It's consistent money for your clients. It's recurring. It's consistent. It's predictable. So now your client's making more money so they can spend more on Facebook, right? So imagine you give $1 to the stockbroker. They put that money in the market and they come back and they give you $2. What are you going to do with those $2? You're going to reinvest it, put it back in, right? Oh shit, you just doubled my money. Of course I'll give you more money. Of course, let's do this. Let's play this game some more. And then you give them the $2. They play around with it for a little bit, put it in the market, come back, now you got $4. What are you going to do with that $4? Oh, give it back, put it back. Now it's $8. Whew, this is a fun game. I like this game. Don't you like this game? This is fun. Now, if your stockbroker or whoever the person is handling your investments, if they only took 10 cents for every dollar they made you, as an example, would you be happy with that? Would you be okay if you're able to give them, let's say you give them $100, would you be okay if they made you $1,000? Precisely. That's the power of marketing on Facebook. Your client puts money into Facebook on advertising. They spend money to put your message in front of the right people. They put $1 in, they get $2, $3 back. Sometimes 4, sometimes 5. Don't you think they'd be more than happy to give you a large chunk of that? That's the power of being a high-end copywriter, because as we'll soon see, no other copywriters, well, very, very few understand how to write scalable copy. That's the power. That's truly the power of scalable copy. More than happy to keep paying you, to keep, hey, how about you write some more ads? I'll pay you I'll pay you, even if it was $30 an ad and it takes you half an hour to write it. Would you be happy making that kind of money? Like, put your ego aside. We all know you want to make 6 figures. That's great. $30 an ad to write for half an hour, $60 an hour, $1 a minute to write something you actually enjoy for a company or client you actually believe in, and you have a hell of a time doing it because you know that you're the only person, or one of the very few, who can actually do this correctly. How much fun would that be? What would that do for your family? What would that do for your life? That's seriously that's why I love copywriting. I mean, besides how fucking fun it is, it's like mental jujitsu, it's like mental martial arts and mental gymnastics. But you get paid well to have fun. You get paid to have fun and make a lot of money. Ooh, can you tell I'm excited? Excellent. Number 3, short and easy to write ads and chatbots. So these, it's so funny. People think that advertising on Facebook and writing chatbots is this really complicated, really difficult, long thing you got to do. Man, it's the opposite. Holy crap. It's the easiest copy to write. As long as you understand scalable copy, it's the easiest copy to write. It's the most fun. You get the most amount of feedback from the market as fast as possible. And it's the highest profit. And it's always in style. We're always going to need Facebook ads. We're always going to need those. We're always going to need many chat and chatbots. That's always going to happen. So here's the funny thing. Ads, look, last week, we taught you about email, right? Right. Now imagine taking what we learned last week with email, and you just make the copy scalable. You just make a scalable copy. Boom, Facebook ad. It's that simple, right? And chatbots. You sent a message to your friend. Have you ever asked your friend to go get lunch, or maybe to get dinner? By the way, the screen symbol is the message symbol. Like on iPhones, it's like a text message. You send a message to your friend to ask them out for dinner. All it is, it's the same thing. Hey, do you want to hang out? Yes or no? They say yes, great, we hang out. They say no, no problem. You want to go to this restaurant instead? That's it. That's all chatbots are. It's that simple. You just gotta make it scalable. Awesome. Reason number 4, continuous gigs. Ads and chatbots are very, very simple to write. They, like we just mentioned, they produce immediate returns. So that means you can put out a Facebook ad, or you can put out a chatbot. Within 24 hours, you'll have already made money. So your client can go, oh, wow, okay, so what you just did actually just made me a lot of money. They can directly see, holy crap, I'm gonna pay this person more. They just made me $3,000. I'll give them $100, $200, $300 because of that, and then they'll just keep making money. Isn't that fun? Isn't making money fun? And reason number 5 is it's a completely blue ocean. Because what most people don't realize is most copywriters, they can't write regular. First of all, they can't even write regular copy. A lot of them say that they're copywriters, but they can't even write regular copy. Even fewer of them know how to write scalable copy. So who are these clients and businesses going to turn to if they need the scalable copy? They need Facebook ads. They need chatbots. Who are they going to turn to? Who are they going to pay if no one else can write this for them? HIC, exactly. So here's the problem. Most businesses, they cannot find good copywriters who can write a copy. They cannot find copywriters who can even write scalable copy. And they don't have the time, resources, or know-how to train copywriters to even write basic copy, let alone scalable copy. So some people are asking, what is scalable copy? Scalable copy is copy that follows Facebook's rules and regulations that allows clients and businesses to scale profitably on Facebook. Make sense? Just want to clear up the confusion because this is a very important topic. The reason why a lot of these copywriters cannot write scalable copy is because they don't even know it exists. They don't know how to follow. Some people call it scalable copy. Some people call it compliance. Compliance means writing copy that is compliant with Facebook's advertising rules and regulations. Doesn't sound very fun. Let's scalable copy.
It's not very fun, no, but just for reference for you guys too, if you guys wanted to get a little bit of a deeper technical dive of this, do it outside of class. Make sure you guys stay super focused here. But Facebook actually has something called the Facebook Blueprint, and you can actually look up if you search for like policies, stuff like that. You can actually do a little course and get certified in that too. And then you can actually say to your clients, "Hey, I'm certified in rules, policies, and procedures following Facebook stuff." So it's completely free. You guys can just take that. Facebook puts that for you guys. And the other thing, though, I want to make sure that you guys really do understand from a technical standpoint is that there is something in the Facebook advertising world called ad fatigue. And what that basically means when an ad gets tired, some people will say, is that the creative or the copy is starting to wear out, or the frequency of that audience that you're targeting seeing your ad is getting too high, and maybe it's not resonating with people the same way that it used to as well, right? So what you guys need to understand is that that's why this is a consistent gig to write Facebook ads, is because especially if it's a local client that only has like a couple cities or like a region that is targetable, they're going to need different copy, different angles, different hooks, different offers for their business all the time. And if it's an online business, let's say that they have like 1 million fans on Facebook that they're targeting, or they're tapping into all these audiences, not everybody in the same audience is going to respond in the same way. So you may actually tap out people in an offer in like 4 weeks. And if you're really good at your copy and your creative, sometimes it'll last several months, but at the very least, you should always be trying to beat the control no matter what. And I actually know of somebody who there was a first ad campaign that they ever wrote for that business, and they couldn't beat that ad for 2 years, and it just ran for 2 years on its own. But they still kept writing new ads every couple of weeks, every month, because they were trying to beat it. Because you should never assume that the control, no matter how good it is the potential best thing that it could be. And you could always run split tests against it to the same audiences, and you could sell your clients on that. Say, I want to make sure you guys are testing new things all the time, getting the best results possible. That's why I'm going to write you guys new creative or new copy every month, so that you guys can keep trying to beat the control. And if you beat the control, we'll swap that out. That becomes the control, and then you keep trying to beat that by writing new ads for that. So the possibilities are truly endless with how many ads you can write. And sometimes I've had Ed himself has thrown me like 3 ads in a single day, and we fire them up, and they don't always work, and some of them totally knock it out of the park. Like a couple of the ones we're going to show you today, which is why why we're here, and why I want to make sure that you guys understand that just imagine, out of like 65 to 70 million business pages on Facebook, who 9 out of 10 of them don't even know what the hell they're doing, that they're going to be all in your hands to basically, figure out, copywriting. And this is even top level people, and I apologize for the rant, but even top level people, they'll name their offer something, and, we'll look at it or, consult with people, and we're like, well, what are you guys thinking when you made this offer? Oh, we just thought we would call it, what it is, but there's like no unique mechanism. There's nothing interesting about the headline. And we're just like, no wonder you guys can't sell this thing, whereas, when you write good copy and when you guys really hone into this skill for your clients, it's the economics of marketing is something that you need to play into your favor. And what I mean by that is, let's say that you are writing copy for a webinar page, right? A webinar that has a 10% conversion rate will have a much harder time being a profitable funnel versus a opt-in page or landing page that brings in the right person at like 15, 20, 25%. But if you get more people through that door, they have more people to retarget, more potential leads, more things that they can leverage in their arsenal to pull those people over the line and make that a much more profitable funnel. So I know that was probably a lot at once, but all I'm saying is the sky's the limit. There's copy everywhere, especially online. And you can play that at half speed on the replay, but we got to keep going to make sure we get through all this content for you guys.
Awesome. Thank you, Blake. So just to really quickly clarify one thing some people might have been a little confused on. When Blake refers to a conversion rate on the webinar page, so let's say you write a landing page for a webinar, right? The HIC webinar, right? Let's say only 1 out of every 10 people sign up to watch the webinar, right? Okay, but what if you're able to change your copy to make it so 2 or 3 out of every 10 people sign up to watch the webinar? Well, you've effectively just doubled or even tripled the amount of money that your client makes because you allow them to get more eyeballs on the webinar, right? And obviously, the more people who see your pitch and watch your webinar, the more money they're going to make. That's the point Blake is trying to make. Whew, that was a lot.
And Blake for president.
Oh yes,
that's a new one.
Yeah, internally we call him Captain America. So, all right, guys. So
I see a lot of questions still in the comments. Let's keep moving forward. Do your best to do your just put those questions aside for now, and follow along with the class. Everything's been laid out for a reason. We're giving you what you need to know to make money. If you want to go deep into some kind of training on Facebook and marketing, there's Seafood's got some playlists on YouTube. There's a lot of online YouTube videos. There's courses. There's everything. But right now, let's focus on copywriting. Okay? Because this is where the money is for you guys. These other things like, oh, what is pay-per-click? What is conversion rate? What is this? What is that? They're nice things to know, but they're not important for right now. They're not going to make you money right now. And do you want to have something that makes you money right now, or do you want to overwhelm yourself with even more stuff that's not going to even be applicable? Excellent. Okay.
Yeah. Guys, we don't want to put any information on the slides that you can just Google in 2 seconds. You guys did not invest that amount of time and money just so we can copy and paste stuff you can search in 2 seconds. All right, that's not good use of your time, not good use of our time. Right? Is that cool? Yes, that's why we're teaching you stuff that you're actually going to take a bit more nuance and time to understand. Everything's on the slides for a reason. Everything presented is for a reason. Right? We don't waste your time. Don't waste our time. You guys ready for Facebook ads? You guys ready to learn how to write the 6 types of high converting Facebook ads?
Let's do it.
Yes.
This is my baby right here.
This is Ed's jungle.
Yeah, this is
not
my baby.
Not talking about stress here. But
hey, you're talking about that. We're really talking about that in the class.
Okay.
Oh shoot. So what you'll see in these next few examples, each formula here is an ad that I've written or one of our teammates has written that has produced an incredible amount of money for us that we'll break down and show you exactly how you could use these formulas to write your next award-winning Facebook ad, home run Facebook ad in 15 minutes or less. Okay, are you ready?
Oof. My
Let's go.
Facebook ad senses are tingling. Let's go. Boom.
The first 2 you should be very familiar with because you've heard them from last week. Formula number 1, problem, agitate, solution ads. Remember, Facebook ads are just emails with compliant copy. Compliant copy is nothing more, with scalable copy. Scalable copy is nothing more than compliant copy that converts. Compliant copy is nothing more than scalable copy is nothing more than compliant copy that converts. So why do you think the problem, agitate, solution formula works so well?
Why do you think we're focusing on this again for ads?
It gets to the point, direct, emotion, hit the pain. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this. Do you think everybody in their life has some kind of pain that they're dealing with? And isn't it true that people don't buy their way into things, they buy their way out of things? So wouldn't it make sense to have that as our foundational Facebook ad formula? You're a smart cookie. That's exactly right.
Yes. And let's see if you remember. Steve had a saying, blank over perfectionism. What's the blank? I get progress. I'm looking for the other one.
Profit, action.
Profit. Profitability over perfectionism. That's why we teach you this. The PAS, profit. The profit's profitable, right? Because we want these ads all the time. We make profits, so we're teaching it, right? No point in teaching you 12 different things if like 6 of them aren't even profitable, right? Do the one kick 1,000 times versus trying to get amateur at every other kick. Cool. Dope. Let's go into the next one. This is going to be an example. Ed, I believe this is one you wrote.
It is. This is one of my favorite ads I've ever written. It got an incredible response rate, I believe. I think it's been shared like 4,000 times. With
I think like 35,000 likes too, right?
Yeah. Like I think 2,000 comments, something like that. Either way, it made us a lot of money. It's a really good ad, and the way that I know that is because it made us money. Who's ready? Let's go. One of the greatest struggles in this world today is being stuck in a dead-end job. Most people wake up to an alarm clock against their will, get stuck in traffic, and get cut off by road raging drivers. Get disrespected and used for 8 hours at work. At the end of the day, they have no energy to function or to even enjoy time with their friends or family. Then they wonder, when will this vicious cycle end? When will it finally be over? But they do it all over again for the next 5 days. And the next weekend, they live for the weekend. They watch Netflix, party, drink, do things they think will be fun, and they still feel empty inside. Deep down, they know there's something greater out there. Deep down, they know there's more to life than working the 9-to-5 grind. Waking up every day feeling powerless, frustrated, and in pain. Deep down, they know they are meant for more. Meant for more than working so hard that when they come home at the end of the day, they can't even think straight. I've been there. Deep down, I knew I was meant for more than spending my days doing something I hate, getting wasted on the weekends and throwing my life away. Meant for more than wasting 40 years of my life making someone else's dreams come true while neglecting my own. And while most people feel like they're meant for more, they've given up on themselves. They will work a job for the rest of their life. They will settle because they don't believe they can make their dreams come true. They will never escape their job, and they will never make enough to take care of themselves and their family. I remember what it's like to not have enough money to support my mom growing up. My mom and I, we were living in a one-bedroom apartment. I would sleep in the living room in a sleeping bag, and I slept in that sleeping bag for 3 years, and my mom would sleep in the bedroom. We lived in one of the worst neighborhoods in Vancouver. I remember back then we'd go to this one bakery every week. There, mom and I would pick up a bunch of near-expired leftover bread, and we didn't just get a little bit. We got enough, so we had enough bread for 2 meals a day for the rest of the week. So I know what it's like to struggle, and I know what it's like to not be happy with your life. So if you're sick and tired of the grind, sick and tired of feeling empty, hopeless, or lost, sick and tired of wasting life away and pretending everything is okay and that this is normal, or maybe you're someone who knows life can be better than this, the struggle, the fight, the rat race, then click the link here and sign up for my free masterclass. Using what I talk about on this masterclass, I broke free from my struggles and pain. It wasn't easy, but if you're ready to take that next step, here's the link again, and I'll see you on the other side. So the headline is, don't waste your life away doing something you hate. Boom! I wrote that in 15 minutes.
That engagement, though.
I definitely liked it. You can see that.
Peterloo, we got Peterloo red-handed. And another quick note about this one too is it is so empathetic. It is so relatable that the engagement. This is one of the highest engaged ads we've ever had, especially for an image. A lot of times the engagement really kicks off with the video type of post, but this one with the image just took off. And like I remember, Ed, you remember when I was telling you, I'm like, dude, just like I don't know what the hell's going on with this ad. Like, it just totally was just, it was insane watching the results go for that one. So yeah, I hope that you guys got a lot of that.
Yeah, and I already see it in the comments. People realize this is a pretty advanced type of ad because I lied a little bit. I lied. It's not just a PAS ad, right? You guys already saw in the chat. It's PAS. It's got some story. It's got empathy. And when you master each one of those types, you know how to weave them together. And when you weave it together, you get something like this.
Mm-hmm. And you guys understand and see how much Ed knows the audience, where it's like a lot. I saw it in the chat a lot where you guys are like, oh shit, he's calling me out. You know, that's why you guys are here. You know, it's what do we need? It starts with an R. Put it in the chat. What do we need? There you go. Mm-hmm. Research. Well, money is important too, but research.
Money. Yes.
So who wants to know the breakdown of this ad and how it works? And by the way, we're not expecting you to make a Facebook ad like this right off the bat. I've been doing this for quite some time now, but I never got this good until I started using the formulas that you're now getting, which I fucking wish I had when I was starting out. That would have made things a lot easier. So when you get pretty good, you'll be able to crank out these no problem. And probably you'll be able to write better copy than I am. No doubt in my mind. So problem, agitate, solution. The problem is they're stuck in a dead-end job, right? That's it. It's that simple. The agitate. So it's how does this problem show up in the world? Well, they're waking up against their will. They're stuck in traffic. They get disrespected. They know there's something greater they can achieve. They live for the weekend. They are not happy with their reality. They feel stuck. They know that people around them have settled, that a lot of people will work in 9 to 5 for the rest of their life, and they feel discouraged. And they keep being part of this vicious cycle of drinking, partying, Netflix, girls, whatever else, only to have it happen every single week because they want to forget how crappy their life is. Now, if that doesn't hit home for you, that's okay. I know some people hearing this will go, oh, I don't resonate with that. But remember, put your ego aside and step into your prospect's ego, right? I never had to work a 40-hour work week. I've been in copywriting for a decent amount of time. I only understand what my prospect feels and knows and lives. A lot of my friends live this. A lot of you live this. And after speaking with you, hearing your stories, I can step into your ego and I can speak to you. It doesn't matter if I relate to this or not because I'm not my prospect and odds are you're not your prospect. So put your ego aside. Get out of your ego and into your prospect's ego. Can we agree on that? Precisely. Thank you. The solution is here's how I broke out of the rat race. So now we're creating a remedy to the problem we've just created, right? So if we imagine problem, agitate, solution, the problem is we cut them. The agitate, you pour salt in the wound. The solution is a nice band-aid, right? So now all these emotions you just inspired in them, well, what's the solution? Well, this masterclass I just put together. And remember, when you can describe someone's reality better than they can, they automatically assume that you have the answer to their problems. Let's go to the next one.
Hey, do you want to say the last part again? Just
Sure.
The last line is pretty important.
Okay. When you're able to diagnose your prospect and you're able to explain their reality in a way that they even can't express themselves, if you can express their reality better than they can, that's when they assume you have the solution to their problem. It's actually funny. Blake, we talked about this today. So there's an email sent out by this guy who's a really, really great copywriter. And there's a one thing that we've noticed that's actually an issue in scaling our company. And this guy, he had addressed the issue so articulately in his email. I go, holy crap, this guy's got to know the answer. It's not like he's been there and he's done that. So if you can do that for your prospects, if you can make them feel, oh my gosh, this person really understands me, they know the pain that I'm going through, they'll be far more likely to buy and far more likely to engage with your ad. So the PS email is, or the Facebook ad is, where are they now? Well, so this one, they're stuck in a job. Agitate. What's so bad about that? You know, how does this show up in their world? Well, you know, they're stuck in a job. They're not enjoying their life. They have to do the cycle of alcohol and parties and drugs and just to forget about how shitty their life is. And the solution is, where do they want to be? Where do they want to be? So where are they right now? Imagine this. Where are they right now? And where do they want to be? All you're doing is bridging the gap between those two things. That's why it's so important to know your prospects' desires, because if you know where they want to be, then you know how to put it in front of them, so take action. Where are they right now and where do they want to be? Where are they right now and where do they want to be? If you can be the person to guide them to where they want to be, you're going to make a lot of money. Exercise. Who's ready? We have a college student named Brad. Not Chad. Not to be confused with our good friend Chad. This one is Brad, okay? So the problem is, where is Brad at right now? Imagine we're selling the HIC program. Where is Brad? He's a college student. Let's say he's probably second year, studying his butt off, broke, college, debt, confused about his future, figuring out his life, hungry, student loan, not liking his courses, stressed. Nice. Good. This is good stuff. Not sure what to do after graduating. Excellent. This is great. Well, what's so bad about that? Tired of being stuck taking boring classes. I like that one. Precious years slipping away, getting deeper into debt. That's good. Oh, I saw a really good one. Hates following a path only his parents want. I happen to agree with that one. Not his choice. I agree. Excellent. Now, finally, where does he want to be? What does he want to be doing? Freedom. Nice. Making money. Successful. Purpose. Nice. Good. Okay. In control of his situation, financial confidence, doing what he enjoys. You are excellent. Incredible. You just wrote your first Facebook ad. Don't believe me? Let me prove it to you. Let's go to the next slide. Boom. Problem is they feel stuck in college because they don't feel like there's an alternative. Agitate. Parents and teachers push them into it and convince them that was the only way to have a successful and happy life. They feel lied to, betrayed, and trapped with no way out. The solution is they want to do something they're passionate about and pays well. Whew. Do you think